Hello everyone. We will be discussing about dumping. What is dumping? It is an international price discrimination situation and it means the act of selling the same product in the foreign market at a price which is lower than in the domestic market in order to capture the market share. Dumping has many objectives. Some of them are to compete out rivals in the foreign market, to take advantage of law of increasing returns, to create demand for the product in the foreign market, to get rid of the surplus stocks of the products, and to take advantage of the difference in elasticities of demand. Now let us look onto the diagrammatic representation of dumping. Equilibrium under dumping. Here in the x-axis we take quantity and in the y-axis we take price. ARF indicates the average revenue in the foreign market and MRF is the marginal revenue in the home or domestic market. And ARF is equal to MRF is the foreign market demand curve. Now ARH represents the average revenue in the home market, whereas MRH represents the marginal revenue in the home market. Then PH is the price in the home market, that is the monopolistic price, and PF is the price in the foreign market. Here we assume that there are two markets, that is domestic market and foreign market, faced by an organization. In domestic market, the organization enjoys monopoly, whereas in the foreign market, the organization faces perfect competition in a common scenario. Monopolist is in equilibrium when profits are maximum, that is when MR is equal to MC. Here, the equilibrium is achieved at point E with quantity as OQ, out of which OM is the sold price in the home market and OQ represents the foreign market. The price charged in the foreign market is lower than the price charged in the domestic market. So this is the basic concept of dumping.
Hi all, this is Vishnu KP and I am here to speak about autarky. Autarky is an economic system of self-sufficiency and limited trade. A country is said to be in a complete state of autarky if it has a closed economy, which means that it does not engage in international trade with any other country. The only countries that come close to the concept of autarky is North Korea, but even they engage in international trade primarily with China. In autarky, consumers will only have a limited choice. Let's consider a two-country, two-product model. Here we are taking India and Brazil as examples. In the case of autarky, India will produce 50 units of pepper and 25 units of iron using X labor units. With the same amount of labor, Brazil produces 50 units of iron and 25 units of pepper. And the global gross output will be 150 units. Since no trade is happening, both countries has to produce both products. And if trade is happening, India will specialize on the production of pepper and will produce 100 units of pepper. And the Brazil will specialize on the iron production and they will produce 100 units of iron. And the gross output is increased by 50 units and it will become 200 units. Trade with other countries allow nations to access products and services they cannot produce. But autarky allows a country to control what is sold in their country. Let's draw the production possibility frontier of a country which produces product X and Y. Production possibility frontier or PPF is a graph that shows all the different combinations of output of two goods that can be produced using the available resources and technology. The area on and under the graph shows the possible combinations of production of the two goods. Let's consider a point A when the country normally produces higher amount of X and less amount of Y. Assume that the country has a comparative advantage in the production of Y over the production of X. Then the country will specialize on the production of Y and produce more amount of it by sacrificing the production of X. Let's name this point B. Here the point A is called autarky point and the point B is called trade point. In the point A, no trade is happening because the country is producing both X and Y using their available resource and technology. In the point B, trade happens because the country produces more of the product Y which has less opportunity cost, and they can export the surplus and can import X from the country which has a comparative advantage for the production of X. I hope everyone understood the topic. Thank you.
I am Devika Krishnan MK, student of 2nd SEM MFSC Seafood Safety and Trade. My topic is isocost curve. An isocost line is a graph showing various possible combination of input, labor and capital that can be purchased for an estimated total cost. This curve can be also called equal cost line. Any combination of inputs on an isocost line provides the same total cost for the output. Various alternative combination of these two input factors, labor and capital, are available to the producer. If firms are acting as price takers in the market, the isocost curve is a straight line whose slope represents the relative prices of different factors services. Assume there is only two factors of production, that is labor and capital here. There are many combinations to the producer. That is, in order to use more units of one factor, we have to sacrifice some units of other factor. Looking into the graph, if the producer use 40 units of capital, 0 units of labor, he have to afford a particular cost. And when he reduce the capital into 30 units, he have to use 10 units of labor. So the cost of production is the same. And when he reduce the capital into 20 units, then he have to use 20 units of labor. In all these situations, he have to pay same cost of production. So from the graph, we can understand lower the isocost line, better it is, since the producer would like to minimize the cost. Higher the isocost line, producer have higher cost of production. Thank you.
Good morning friends, I am Aparna Ramesh, second semester MFSC Seafood Safety and Trade, School of Industrial Fisheries. Today I am going to discuss about the topic on budget line. Budget line shows how much of the income of a consumer is allocated for each of the two products or commodities, that is X and Y.
Suppose consumer's income is 1000 rupees and the prices of X and Y per unit are 25 and 10 respectively. The consumer has three alternatives before him. The first one is he can buy 100 units of Y and not X. And the second one is he can buy 40 units of X and not Y. And the third one is he can buy some quantity of both. These are the three possibilities that's shown in the graph. If we join 100Y and 40X, we get a straight line. This is the budget line. It is also called as price line. It is called price line because it reflects the prices of the two goods. Budget line is also called as price income and line, or outlay line, or resource like, or price opportunity or expenditure line. In given graph, AB is the budget line. It is drawn by assuming constant income of the consumer and constant prices of X and Y measured on a OX and OY axis respectively. The budget line indicates maximum quantity of Y, that is 100, without X or any other commodity combination, but within the amount available with him. The line AB shows that he cannot choose any combination beyond this line because his income is limited to 1000 only. Similarly, he will not choose a combination below this line This is because it will not represent the maximum satisfaction.
Good morning to everyone. I am Angela of First MFSC, and my topic is indifference curve. Okay, as we all know, an indifference curve is a graphical representation of a combined products that gives similar kind of satisfaction to a consumer by making them indifferent. And every point on the indifference curve shows that an individual or a consumer is indifferent between the two products as it gives him the same kind of utility. And indifference curves, also known as the ordinal theory, neoclassical theory of consumer equilibrium, Hickesian theory of consumer behavior, and the optimal choice theory. And here shown is that this is a graphical representation of a indifference curve, and here shown is x-axis and y-axis, that is here good x, and here is shown as a good y. And there are two curves shown here, I1, I2 and I3, and these three curves, this IC always flows from the left to the right side, and the curve we get, the curve here we get is the convex to its origin, this here convex to the origin, and this the reason behind this is because of the marginal rate of the substitution, and it should always be smooth and always be diminishing. That is from the I1, that is this curve go from here to this down, so it is diminishing. And higher the IC, that is we can see three curves here, as we goes to higher positions, that is we go from I1 to I2 then to I3, the satisfaction level of higher IC will also get higher. That is when it goes up, the IC will also have a higher satisfaction. And we also know that they should not intersect each other. Okay, this is what indifference curve is, and okay, this is the properties of indifference curve, that is we had already thought about that. That is IC slopes down from the left to right, and IC is convex to its origin, and two IC can never intersect each other. Higher IC means a higher level of satisfaction, and IC needs not be the parallel to each other. And this is all about my topic. Thank you and have a nice day.